Darlings, welcome or welcome back. Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Okay, I have grabbed some charms and I'm gonna put a picture here-ish, I think. Maybe here, I don't know. Somewhere here of the charms that I've pulled, and I went ahead and I looked up some deeper meanings of these charms, and let me tell you, we've got some shit going on, okay? So, as you can see, we've got an owl that's upright. We've got I had to look up what this coin is that's next to this owl. It's a franc. It's a French coin, okay? And then we've got a hamster hand that's pointed down. We've got a dragonfly that's pointed down. And we've got a butterfly that's pointed down. And I was like, why the fuck is all this pointed down, okay? We got these letters X-I-L-Y. Those letters could be significant to you, but immediately I just heard there's an X. It's like, I love you, okay? There's an X that loves you. And then we've got this, I don't know how to say this, but this Othella rune at the end there, which is for prosperity. Prosperity comes up from these other charms as well. I'm going to quickly go over these charms real quick. The first message that I got, because as the hamster hand, the dragonfly, and the butterfly that were pointed down, immediately I heard South Node. And me being zodiacally challenged, okay, I have no idea anything about zodiac. I just know, I know what they are, like I know the signs, but I don't know anything about chart placements, nada. Okay, that's not where I've ever learned anything about. So it's like, okay, I guess I gotta Google what the South Node is, because I'm hearing South Node. I guess that's to do with the past or past lives, your comfort zone, where you've really had to master things in the past. It can even be stagnation, okay? But then I was seeing this owl and this French franc here, and what I heard about that franc was like, other people be given their 2 cents, but you're the only one who makes sense. There's only 1 cent here. You're the only one who makes sense. That wisdom of the owl and the 1 cent, your wisdom is the only thing that makes sense compared to other people's 2 cents, okay? This has to do with, I feel like you are outgrowing an old mindset. You've really mastered a state of awareness about where you've been stuck, what you've been repeating, what is fueling you from the past, and you've really learned how to utilize that to your advantage. You're just like, give me what's meant for me from that. What lessons was I supposed to learn? How can I use this to grow? You've really offered your hand up instead of holding on tight to the past. Oh, I'm getting like this feeling of surrender, right? And I forget who it was. There was a reader that I was watching. I don't remember who it was, but they said something about like, a lot of people feel like surrender feels like this, like being dropped, you know, like having to let go of something. It's like dropping it, when really it's like this. It's just a gentle opening, right? Different perspectives. So I feel like you've really learned to let go of whatever was holding you back and open up and say, what can I get from this? What can I learn from this? Okay. Now, not Japanese. Oh my gosh. Yes, we're going to get into the Japanese. But the dragonfly to Native Americans, from what I saw, is about renewal after hardship, spiritual guidance. In Japan, the Japanese, it's a symbol of courage, strength, happiness. The Chinese view it as good luck, harmony, prosperity, self-realization. And then that butterfly in reverse, we've got personal transformation, rebirth, new beginnings. In ancient Greece, I'm about to get fucked up with this, okay? In ancient Greece, Psyche or Psyche, I don't know how to pronounce it, was the goddess of soul, and her symbol was butterfly, or it meant butterfly, and she is Cupid's mortal maiden, mortal wife, something something about love here, okay? Something about love and the soul, okay? That's all I'm gonna touch on that, because I don't fucking know, but we've got this like psych psych, and then we've got this X like I love you, psych, okay? And then to Chinese, the butterfly symbolizes, or it means 70 years. If I'm wrong, correct me, okay? I don't know Chinese. I am white. I am whiter than bleached flour. I don't know anything, okay? It's also a symbol of love and joy, and then to Native Americans, it can be wishes granted, hope, renewal, spiritual messages, okay? There's a lot of soul expansion, spiritual expansion, self-realization, and let's get into the cards now. 5 minutes in. Thank you for your patience. Let's dive on in. What is this about, Spirit? Should I say a prayer? Let's do it. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thanks so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to flow through me for the betterment of my darling, for the highest good of everyone involved. Tell me about this situation, Spirit. What is all this freaking about? Well, your spiritual intuition. You be knowing without knowing. You be picking up on all the things around you. You tapped the fuck in, toes in the water. You are just connected to a stream of consciousness that other people can't even fathom. You be feeling the heart, the feelings of others, and you holding that all on your own. And I feel like you've been tapped into this for a long time. You haven't known what to do with it. It's been like normal to you. You thought everyone was like this. You thought everyone was like this. And then it became very apparent that no, you were not quite normal. And I feel like that was very hard for you, because being tapped into everything and everyone for as long as you've been tapped into it, how can you feel like you connect and understand everyone, and then everyone looks at you with their eyes crossed like, what the fuck? Like you're the only one who can't be understood in this world. That's what I'm getting. You've had this throne of, I understand everyone and everything. I understand everything about everyone. I get it. I see you. I feel you. I understand. And no one understands you. And I feel like a feeling of isolation in that. A feeling of yearning in that. Desiring. Pouring yourself out. Trying to be understood, and just feeling like this is a lonely. What song is that? I don't know. I hope you'll never be lonely. What song is that? Although I'm leaving, have no fear, 'cause I will always be right here. I think that's Toadies, but I don't know. God damn, but okay, what's transformed? Because I feel like there's no longer this feeling of loneliness, even if you are alone. I feel like there's an acceptance here. The gift that it is that you get to tap into people, to understand people, that's your role. I feel like you've really embraced that. What's embraced? What's been embraced about that? Judgment. You said it's my calling. It's my mission. It's my reason. It's what I'm here for. You said my job is to understand others and to understand myself. And where the lines cross, where they don't. I feel like you're feeling very lucky with this. This is a transformation of how you viewed it. I don't think you felt very lucky about this, but I feel like right now you're just like, I'm one of the lucky ones. That I've been guided to this way of being, to this level of understanding. This is you reflecting on the past and saying, wow, look at me. Wow. Look at my capacity. Look at my heart. Look at my soul. Look at my gifts. Look at my knowledge. Look at the way I connect. I'm so glad I'm me and that I'm no one else. I feel like you're feeling this way because there's this sense of like, I wanted to be like other people, but other people don't even know themselves. Other people don't even know themselves. That's why they look at me like I'm crazy. That's why they look at me like, that conversation's too deep. Let's not go there. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to talk about, how about them Cowboys? How about all this stuff that doesn't matter? That's fun. It's okay to enjoy things, but I think you've really just found this profound gratitude for like, I'm so glad I'm not like others. In a non-narcissistic way. Not like that at all. You're just like, I have a bigger purpose. I have a great purpose right now. And if I was like everyone else, then I wouldn't know me. Oh man. Okay. Tell me some more, Spirit. Six of Swords. Moving forward. Into calmer waters. Yeah, look at, okay, in all of these images, the waters are wavy. Okay, first card that came out, wavy water. Streams of consciousness, streams of energy, all of them flowing up into you. Judgment card, wavy water. Okay, lots of currents, streams of consciousness. Six of Swords, going from wavy water to a calm stream. What is the calm stream? What is this? What is this calm stream, darling, is heading into? High Priestess, your consciousness, your power. Pisces energy. Oh my gosh. And how to make money doing it. Okay. It doesn't have to be money, but I feel like spiritual inheritance. Spiritual royalty, love. I feel like that. Like, wow, look at me. Transmuting the consciousness of others, the awareness of others, the energy of others into a money flow, a state of flow, a conscious flow. Getting in touch with that source of steady, calm abundance. I'm glad I know me. I've known everyone else my whole life. And finally, I know myself. Whew, getting chills. Oh my gosh, okay. What do I need to clarify from this thing? What does it have to do with other people? Yeah, because other people are a heavy theme here. What does this have to do with other people? Page of Cups reversed. What else? Two of Swords and the Hierophant, the counterpart, the tangible world version, the tangible partner to the High Priestess. These bitches be wise as fuck and married as hell, okay? Okay. Where do I pour my energy and effort into? What do I believe in? What do I not? What am I not willing to see here that I should open my eyes and my mind and awareness to? How can I expand my thoughts about people? How can I help teach others? The Hierophant is a teacher. He's a guider. He's a mentor. How can you teach others without speaking a word? It's by what you do, Queen of Pentacles. What you do every day here in the tangible. How you live, your habits, your routines, the way you treat others, the way you talk about yourself. That is the lesson. You being you is the lesson. There's nothing you have to say. And people who need you to say something, because this High Priest is quiet as hell, silent. Silent. Some lessons don't need words, they need action. And the people who need words will come to you. You can't, I'm getting like how when you confront someone with such heavy rooted bias, when you confront them with facts, they usually like have this implosion mentally and they blow up because of cognitive dissonance and just having this, they'll try to twist it to fit their narrative, this confirmation bias where, gosh, it's like giving the way that my it's like giving the way that my mom used to think that like Monster energy drinks were of the devil because you could flip the can upside down and block off certain parts of the word monster and it was 666. That's how you go to hell. Absolute implosion. Make anything fit their own narrative, their own bias, their own fear. And people who become aware and see the patterns, they'll come to you because they'll say, you're not fitting the mold. Okay. Should we be aware of anyone coming towards darling? The Knight of Swords, an air sign. Maybe an argumentative air sign. Someone who always has to give their 2 cents. They've given their 2 cents about everything. Loud ass mouth. Always got something to say. Always willing to pick a fight. And they're the type of person that when confronted with conflicting energies, they're just gonna try to talk louder and over you. See, I'm gonna peacock. What you say, man? And you just sit there and you cross your little leg. You just like, feel better? Does that make you feel powerful? You feel better? Anyways, would you like to see facts or not? Would you like to? Or not? You may have someone very argumentative who wants to come talk to you. Because you're the only one who makes sense. There's something about the way that you move, your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience with that owl, that intuition, that high priestess, the Hierophant. You're the only one who makes sense in a world that makes no motherfucking sense. All right. What's their goal here? The Empress. Can you clarify that though? Teach me your ways. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Baby, your wisdom, your knowledge, your esoteric knowledge, your understanding of the laws of the universe, however it fits for you. Sexy as hell. Got people wanting to be like, that's mine. That's mine. Conquering the dragon. Let's make some memories together, baby. Let's make some memories. This could be someone from the past with the 6 of Cups. We got that South Node, that past ass energy. This ex, I love you. But there's something about the effort though. With that 8 of Pentacles. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. All right. Why do they want darling to tell them what they need? 4 of Wands. And then the Queen of Cups again. Because I love you. I'm not going to turn this into a romantic blah, 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 blah. That's not what this is about. But someone has fallen in love with your mind, your heart, your soul. They have. They be thinking about it. They be thinking about the times that y'all spent together. If this is someone from the past, they be imagining spending time to you. If they haven't, if this is not someone from the past, this is someone who's just like, you know what? I've been bold my whole life. I've had a loud ass mouth my whole life. I better go talk to that one. I better get on the same page as that one. God damn. Tell me some more. What's the lesson here for this? What's the lesson here for this? How's this gonna work out for darling? 6 of Pentacles, the Star, the 7 of Wands. And then the 6 of Wands is at the bottom. I'm getting that you're learning how to decipher, even though you are in touch with the energy of I'm getting that your radius of awareness of other people's energy, like most people are really focused on themselves, okay? So you have to be like really up and close and personal for other people to be like, oh, I'm interacting with you and I feel your energy. But your field of awareness is like 12 feet out, okay? At least. You can feel the energy of everyone in the room. At least. Everyone in the motherfucking building. Everyone in the building. You are feeling it, sensing it, aware of it, taking notes, clocking it. That's you. And the point of you finding yourself is that you have been very lost in that crowd energy. Because you're affected by it all. This is an opportunity for you to practice. Where do I invest my energy in this crowd? How do I fixate back on me, get centered back on me? Find my star, my North Star. My North Star. How do I do that? Keep my peace and choose what I invest in here. What is worth my investment? What is worth my engagement here? This is also about you receiving. There's that hamsa hand at the bottom. Receiving rather than giving. Literally, that was the imagery I said earlier. Y'all! That was literally the energy that I said earlier. Got chills. Just because people will start to recognize you when you fixate your energy back on you doesn't mean that you have to involve yourself with them. Or maybe you should. It's up to you. The point is that you decipher. You put that little bubble around you. You kind of bring your energetic bubble back from out here, back here. All right, really focus on, okay, yeah, I feel that person's frustration. And I want to fix that frustration because I'm feeling it. But like, let me get back in touch with me. I release all energy that no longer serves me, and I recall my energy back to me. I recall it. I can touch it, I can feel it, I can be aware of it, but I've got to, that's their energy, this is my energy. When do I invest in that? When do I make that my problem? Okay? Now, what are you picking up on from this other person? Why do you feel like there's this feeling of I might need to get recentered here so that I'm not enmeshed in this person's energy, this loudmouth's energy? What is it? What's going on? Two of Wands. Four of Cups, Judgment. It's the second Judgment that came out. The Magician. Some people be trying to ride in on your coattails of your manifestations. That's the issue. Some people see what you got going on, and instead of doing the work themselves to move themselves forward and to become aware and expand their little bubble of consciousness, really hone in on those gifts that everyone's got, their intuition, their spirituality, their individual consciousness that's attached to all consciousness. It's all one big stream. Everyone's just making little waves in one big stream, okay? Instead, they just want to piggyback off you in what you're doing. They're like, well, that could be easier. You're amazing. You've got the mindset down. You got the focus down. You got the awareness. So I'll just be with you, and then everything will be good for me. But the thing is, you get that enmeshed with someone, then you not only have your own limitations to work with, you have their limitations to work with. This person, perpetually pessimistic, perpetually rejecting good things in their life, perpetually seeing the worst in everything and everyone, perpetually, like this judgment neutral is like, I haven't learned any lessons and I don't know where I'm going. Lack of judgment, lack of clarity. I see things how I see things, so you make my life better. That'll be good for me. You make my life better. Eek. Psych. I love you, psych. Okay, how do you want to take this, Spirit? Where do you want to go with this? How are we going to close this out? I feel like you're protected from this. I don't know where to go with this though. Like where do I go with this? That one, okay. Five of Wands, I'm telling you, you've got some spiritual, energetic groupies around you like, ha, ha, ha. Everybody was kung fu fighting. You may feel alone, but you got a whole team of spiritual people out there fighting your battles for you. Like, look at the difference in this image. The red is fighting, conflict, drama, and inside the middle there, in this little square of color, is a good ass time. I feel like whatever is being sent your way to try to manipulate you is automatically blocked off. It's being squared away. Being squared away. Look at that. You're not one of the fishes. You may think like other people are just another fish in the sea. But then you at your true source at the center are the observer of the fish. Already we're all blowed on all right. Temperance. Transmutation. You're a walking freaking angel. And you've got angel team around you, guiding your working hands. Guiding your hands, guiding your step. You're still in control, of course, but they're guiding you. You're guided. Okay? What's going on with the spiritual team behind the scenes with these people, though? What's up with the spiritual team? What are they doing? How's this person going to experience this? I'm hearing two ways that they're going to experience it. Page of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups, so that was already shown. Knight of Swords. There's our loud mouth. I'm going to peacock whenever you confront me. Okay. If this person is out to dominate, I'm like specifically getting that like your spirit team is going to really highlight where their sense of needing to dominate and control the conversation and really push their narrative, push the issue here. They're going to make it very apparent some childhood wounds that they don't want to be aware of. If they try to come at you that way, it will be there's going to be something where they're just like, I haven't felt like that since I was a little kid in this situation that I try so hard not to think about. What is that about? 10 of Wands, the spiritual work that they need to do. You don't get to just carpet sweep your healing, your focus, your growth. You don't get to just sweep that into someone else's dust pile and say, you clean it up. You want to be with a spiritual baddie, an intuitive person, spiritual high ranking. You want to be with an empress. You want to be with someone who knows how to create their own reality from fucking nothing or from shit itself. You want to know how to be with someone like that? Then you can't be bringing shit to the party. You can't be intentionally shitting on the floor and saying, clean it up, ma'am. Nope. Your spirit team's like, they ain't gonna wipe your butt and clean your diaper. Like, you gotta learn how to potty train. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? If they come in all aggressive and shit, pushing the narrative, emotionally immature, haven't done the work, your spirit team is gonna slap them in the face with the reality of, here's what you gotta do. Here's how you need to step up. Here's what you haven't looked at. Here's what you haven't addressed. Deal with that. Prove that you're worth this. Prove that you have the capacity to be on this level, because it's a mismatch. The scales are imbalanced. Okay? All right. And what was the other thing they come in? Because I felt like it was two things. What's the other thing? Strength. 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles. Okay. If they come in with awareness that I'm not yet complete, I'm not going to act like I am. I'm not going to try to dominate this. I'm not going to try to get something out of you. If they come in balanced in a way that says, I have an ego that I am working on. I've got stories, I've got heartache, I've got pain that I am actively working through. Then there will be a blessing here where they get to utilize being in the awareness of your energy as like, I don't want to say fast track because the King of Pentacles, that's a long-term investment, but it feels like with that Leo energy, with the strength, like doctors rushing in, you know, emergency efforts being placed in, right? This is the difference between someone using you as a drug to get high and someone going in for a medical emergency, being provided medical care so that they can have a better quality of life. Two different purposes for the same thing, right? One's abuse, one's medical need. It depends on how this person navigates. Ego or not, awareness or not. If they can show restraint and courage to face themselves and be open to that, if they can be a loudmouth with themselves and be open with themselves, they will be blessed with this. Yeah, they'll be part of the colony. They'll be part of the colony. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm not even gonna clarify this today. I don't have time, but I love you guys so much. I hope that this reading resonated for you. I feel like I should get something else. How does this work out for Darling? What's Darling's? Well, there you are. You're still bright as hell. You still shiny as hell. You've got it figured out. I feel like that's why Spirit was really focusing on this other person, because it's like you've already gotten in touch with yourself. And so maybe what's needed from you is to remain in that power. Receptive, creative growth. Okay, I see you're bringing me your shit on a platter. Now what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You expecting me to clean that? Or what are you gonna do about it? Am I your maid or am I your partner? Are we on equal footing here? This is you being very empowered, very sweet, very kind, very nurturing, but I feel like you don't need any advice, any encouragement. You already know exactly how you'd handle this. And with that, I'm going to go. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you tomorrow for another long form. I'm trying to record additional shorts. There's gonna be a period of time where I can't record shorts. I've got a house sit and dog sit for a close friend that lives a little bit up the road, from me. And I won't be here to do recordings or anything. So I'm trying to pre-record. So if you notice in a couple weeks that I'm wearing, I won't record it today. Tomorrow's outfit. If you notice that I'm switching outfits between next week and the week after, just understand I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best and it's not great. All right. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and ta-ta.